All right, so this is going to be, it's another reading that I do. I'm using the Power of Surrender cards, oracle cards, lesson cards, whatever you want to call it. Again, not about fortune, not about what is in your future, but what it is about possible insight, or, what you all could be possibly going through. And it's advice, it's guidance, okay? I prayed over the cards, praying for, God to allow for his messages to come through, for the collective, so that it can help each individual, as they continue to ascend, to elevate, to grow closer to God, and to heal, as they learn about what it truly means to love and unconditionally love. Okay, so again, I just shuffle until something falls out or I'm being guided to stop. Sometimes it takes a while. Sometimes it comes right out. Okay, actually, that time everything came out. But that one that's laying right there, that's just going to be for the Divine Masculine. All right. And then I'll do one for the Divine Feminine. Again, this is what each one can surrender to. Okay. Even as, myself, a lot of times I've learned how to, this is the feminine, by the way. A lot of times anxiety has gotten in the way of things. Okay. So, understanding that it's not about rushing. So that's just kind of a side note for, sometimes it will take a while. But again, it's just, I'm doing what God has called me to do. It's not about pleasing others. It's not about trying to entertain other people. What it is about is trying to help others, which I believe is what I'm here to do. Okay. So what we're all here to do, actually. All right. So this is what the masculine needs to surrender to. Okay. Surrender to wonder and awe. Open to the magic of every moment and sense the awe and wonder in all of life. This attitude will keep you connected to the ecstasy of flow. All right. So, as we even saw in the love and relationship spread about the masculine flirting with the feminine, that's also not only just with the counterpart, but that's also the characteristic of feminine, feminine energy, going with the flow of things. Okay, not being so strategic, not being, just focused on outcome or anything like that. Just going with the flow. Okay. I do use a lot of, what's the word? Illusions. Analogies. Excuse me. I use a lot of analogies, as well. So the thing that comes to mind, about, surrendering to wonder and awe. So think about in regards to the journey, whether it's relationship, whether it's career, your purpose, life purpose. A lot of times we get so focused on the how. We get so focused on the details, and trying to work everything out. And we sit here and look at things and we ask, how is this going to work out when I don't have resources, or I don't have the time, or I don't have the connections. And so we, and I'm going to say again, that's where the masculine is at right now, of being so anxious, being so worried about how things are going to manifest, how things are going to work out. And think about a bike, for example. When you get on a bike, if you've ever been on a bike, being anxious, maybe you're wondering, okay, well, how am I? Okay, I need to put my foot on the pedal, then I need to put this foot on the pedal, then I need to circulate, and I need to keep pushing and pedaling. Okay, well, now I need to do this. So it's like, stop thinking about it. Get on the bike and ride. All right. Just ride. Enjoy the ride. Once you put your feet on the pedal, once you start getting going, you start to realize, like, I have my stride. I'm on a bike, I'm riding the bike. Okay. I'm on this life, I'm on this journey called life. So, it's not about worrying about those small details. God is telling you to surrender to those because God is working out those little kinks in those details. Surrender to trying to control things, okay? And understand that what God has for you is for you, okay? So don't worry about it. For the feminine, surrender worry. Make a commitment not to lead an anxiety-driven life. When worries arise, breathe them out of your body. Focus on the power of your heart and have faith that Spirit is guiding you always. Okay, so it's actually the masculine and feminine are mirroring each other a lot with this, and the fact that, again, the feminine is also anxious about many things in life. So it could be regarded to, it can be in relation to her connection with her divine masculine. It may be feeling like, how are things going to work out when he is doing this, or he is with this person, or he is across the world, or he's in this profession, whatever the case may be. God is, advising you and guiding you to let you know that there's no need to worry about how things are going to happen. It's no need to worry about where your masculine is at right now. Understand that whatever your masculine is doing, or whatever he is learning at this moment, he needs to go through it alone. And actually, in all actuality, he's not alone, because he has support. God is with him. Okay, so trusting that God is doing what he needs to do for your masculine to grow and to learn. And it's not about worrying about what somebody else is doing. It's about being focused on what you should be doing. Okay, so meditate, have devotion, focus on building yourself up, cleaning around the house, cooking, coloring, drawing, singing, dancing, writing a play, reading, whatever it is, feminine, that is, like a self-care kind of regimen. Have something like that when you have these things of worry, when you have these moments of worrying, and understand that worrying over things, stressing over things, does not help you. It doesn't help this situation have a different outcome. It doesn't help you at all. Okay, so it's a mind thing. Okay, and understanding that you can overcome it, understanding that your source is bigger than all of these circumstances. Okay, and so now I'm gonna go ahead and do a card from the Power of Love activation cards. This is just kind of like, what can the masculine and feminine focus on in regards to love as they are learning how to surrender to these things. Okay. Woo. All right. This one fell completely down, but that's for the masculine. All right. This one for the feminine. All right. Vision. Okay. No matter what you see, the bigger picture of a loving, just universe. Okay. So again, back to what I said about the masculine not focusing on how the bike is work, how will the bike work, or all the parts there. Understanding that you're to focus on the fact that God loves you. God has God can give you exceedingly and abundantly above that you ask for. Okay, but also according to His riches and glory. So it's not about just trying to pray or just trying to get things because you want an outcome. What it is about, again, is about trusting that God has it for you. God knows the desires of your heart, okay? And that God is love. So these things that you're going through, these things that are happening in your life, it's only here for a season. All right, so you're being called to focus on the bigger picture. Okay, for the feminine, patience. You are able to let the universal energy of transformation move according to its own loving rhythm. All right. So again, don't worry about how things are going to work out, when they're going to work out. Don't worry about the small details. Just understand that even when we try our best and we do the best that we can, that doesn't always mean that it's time. So understanding that even as you have continued to heal, and even if you're trying to look back and see where your masculine is at, understand that it's God is calling us to be patient, and to trust that in God's timing things will manifest, things will come to pass. Okay. So that is the surrender, what the masculine and feminine need to surrender to at the moment.